In this video, you will learn what imaginary numbers are and how to use them. So, you can't have a negative number in a square root because a positive times a positive equals a positive, and a negative times a negative equals a positive. So, when you have a negative in the square root sign, you have to make it positive and then add I, and then it becomes just like a normal square root, but with I, so it would be 8I. And that's the answer to that. Now, when there's exponents on I, this is what the rule is. So, I to the first power is I to the second is -1, I to the third is -I to the fourth is 1. And this repeats itself forever and ever, so then I to the fifth power would be I, and then I to the sixth, -1, and so on. And that repeats forever. So, for my first equation, I have 8 minus the square root of -4 plus 2 plus the square root of -16. So, I have to make this positive and then add I and do the same with this 16. And then, so then you can just square root it like a negative, or like a normal square root. And so then you would have 2I here and 4I here. So then you have 8 minus 2I plus 2 plus that. So then you have to combine like terms. So you would have 8 plus 2 equals 10, and then you would have 4 minus 2 equals 2I, and then you would have 10 plus 2I. So that is the final answer. Now, for my next equation, I have 4 minus the square root of -9 plus 6 plus the square root of -4. So what you have to do is you make this positive and then add I, and then you make that positive, then you add I, and then you have 3I and 2I. And then, so, bring down this, and you have 4 minus 6 plus that. Okay, so then you're going to combine like terms. So you have 4 plus 6 equals 10, and you would have 3I minus 2I equals, -3 plus 2I, and then you have -1I. And so the answer would be 10 minus 1I. And that's the final answer. Have a nice day. I hope that you have learned.